The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Winston throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And some room to roam now. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own. .49-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Fournette. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Brady. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Now, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have regained the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. From the 36, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. Shifts by him. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 2. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Try to pound it in. Kamara slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have yet again retaken the lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On play action, it's Brady. And complete. Right side, the tight end, Rudolph. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Brady now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
26 Mike.
Now Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 5 now. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
142 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action now. Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. That's Olave bringing in another one. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, and he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brady going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his right. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Motion, motion, motion. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Shadow.
Brady now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready. Black 22.
On play action, Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You go tight. You go tight. You go tight.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, now Brady rolling to his left. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. go with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing, Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston now. A quick read. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Second and short now following the fumble. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Coming left is Kamara. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They run it again with Kamara. He'll take it inside the 25. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, 217 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Winston to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Wait, 29, Alpha. We want this. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Sugar.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch up.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Suck up for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Winston, he will keep it. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. Buying time to his left. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.